Welcome to Secret Love Channel. Men and women are like two opposing magnets, different yet inseparable. Men are drawn to mystery, while women long for stability. Men crave conquest, whereas women desire to be loved wholeheartedly. These differences create an irresistible attraction between the two genders. However, a paradox always exists. Before winning over a woman, a man does everything to pursue her. But once he has her, he can easily become distracted by work, passions, or other relationships. Meanwhile, women tend to invest all their emotions in one man, sometimes losing themselves in the process. Psychologist John Gray once said, "Men enter the bedroom from the left. Women enter from the right." This is not just a difference in direction but also a reflection of how both genders perceive love. One compartmentalizes easily, while the other struggles to let go. But the key is not to hold on to a man tightly, it's to make him continuously desire you. Are you sure you're maintaining that attraction? Or have you unknowingly let it fade away? 1. It's the way you handle conflicts. Women love connecting everything together. When arguing, they tend to bring up past issues. But for men, an argument is only about the current conflict. Like men, you should focus on the present issue instead of digging up old wounds that bring pain to both sides. The goal is not to revisit the past but to resolve the present problem. By staying focused on the current conflict, both of you will find it easier to understand each other and communicate effectively. 2. Communication barriers. Some women feel that they face communication barriers with men. Even in close relationships, these barriers remain. In love, many women tend to be controlling. They often ask questions like, "Why don't you spend?" Wants to escape. Conquering a man is not about controlling him. Women who try to control men will only end up feeling miserable. What men truly desire is understanding and silent companionship. Instead of using harsh words, a steady and patient approach is more effective in winning a man's heart. The more you try to control him, the more he will pull away. True attraction comes from balance, independence, and mutual respect. Men and women are different, but these differences create intense attraction. Men love to conquer, but once they have won, they can easily get distracted. The secret is not to give everything away but to make him continuously desire you. Imagine a late evening after a heated argument. You're upset, on the verge of tears, while he sits silently, arms crossed. You want to continue talking, to remind him of his past mistakes and broken promises. But he only wants to focus on what just happened. And then you realize, every time you bring up the past, he withdraws even more. This is the fundamental difference between the sexes. Women connect everything, while men focus only on the present conflict. Or picture this. You've been eagerly waiting to see him after a busy week, but he chooses to hang out with his friends instead. You ask, "Why don't you spend time with me?" He falls silent, unsure how to respond. To him, you're adding pressure. To you, it's just a question expressing love. This is a classic communication barrier. Men struggle to express emotions, while women constantly seek reassurance. And perhaps you found yourself in the shoes of a woman who revolves her world around the man she loves. You want to know where he is, what he's doing, what he's thinking, but then, he starts to drift away. Not because he doesn't love you, but because men need space. The more you try to control, the more he wants to break free. What men truly want is not a woman who clings to them but one who has her own life, yet still keeps them captivated and deeply appreciative. No matter how different men and women are, one truth remains. Love is not possession, it's freedom within connection. When a man tries to control you, it's no longer love, it's possession. A man who truly loves you will respect your individuality rather than suffocate you with his own boundaries. Listen to your feelings. If a relationship makes you lose your freedom, your joy, or even your true self, then it's no longer a healthy love. Don't let anyone control your life, because your worth is not defined by any man. A man who genuinely loves you will always respect you. If not, perhaps it's time to ask yourself, am I truly happy in this relationship? What kind of women do men desire to pursue? Let's find out together. Have you ever wondered why some women always have men chasing them, while others, despite being beautiful and talented, struggle to keep a man interested? The secret isn't just about appearance or charm. It's about the subtle qualities within. A combination of traits that make men crave the chase and even fall hopelessly in love without knowing why. Men aren't as simple as they seem. They have unspoken yet critical standards when choosing a woman to pursue. Some qualities captivate them at first sight, while others make them want to commit for a lifetime. So, what are the most powerful elements of attraction? 1. Simplicity. Men appreciate women who are perceptive but not overly complicated. Simplicity is most evident in the way you dress and carry yourself. Being simple means being authentically you, not pretending to be someone else. But don't mistake simplicity for being careless. 2. Femininity. Be gentle, graceful in speech, and sometimes surprise him by wearing a lovely dress for a date. It makes you even more attractive in his eyes. Men love feminine women because it gives them the feeling of being a protector. Femininity isn't just about looks, it's in the way you behave, speak, and create a warm atmosphere for those around you. When you naturally express gentleness and grace, men will always want to cherish and protect you. 3. Confidence. Men are drawn to confident women. Some women believe they must appear weak to be loved and protected. But the truth is, no man wants a partner who constantly depends on him. Confidence is the key to capturing a man's attention and earning his respect. When you love yourself and stand firm, you create a magnetic attraction that makes a man not only love you but also admire and respect you. 4. Enjoying life. Men feel comfortable around women who know who they are and embrace life fully. Being optimistic, full of energy, and avoiding unnecessary complaints or criticisms will make you shine and become irresistibly attractive. A woman who knows how to enjoy life exudes a natural charm. When she is confident, positive, and doesn't let negativity affect her, she not only makes herself happy but also creates a comforting presence for those around her. That is an undeniable power of attraction. If you followed along this far, comment, "I want happiness," below to show your support and inspire us to create more meaningful content. If you haven't liked this video yet, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. We'll send you a heart as a thank you. We appreciate you so much. Understanding. A woman who understands will always be someone who listens and gives useful advice to her loved one or husband. Love is not just about roses, there are also many challenges and difficulties. Understanding is the key that helps couples overcome them. Understanding in a relationship creates a strong connection, allowing both partners to navigate difficulties and maintain a long-lasting love. When you listen and share, love becomes deeper. Inner beauty. At the beginning of a relationship, men may not pay much attention to a woman's inner beauty. However, a woman's character is an invisible weapon that captivates any man. A girl who is wise, kind, and has a heart that resonates with life is an ideal partner for all men. Inner beauty is what makes a woman truly attractive and valuable beyond her appearance. Intelligence, kindness, And an open heart will make him unable to take his eyes off you and always long to be by your side. Diligence, love, and empathy. These are the qualities that make you beautiful regardless of your physical appearance. True beauty radiates from within, possessing a powerful charm. When looking for a life partner, men prioritize these qualities over mere looks. A beautiful soul is the strongest attraction that helps you win a man's heart. Diligence, love, and empathy will strengthen and bring happiness to your relationship. A woman's charm is not just in her appearance, more importantly, it lies in her aura, her confidence, and how well she understands her own worth. Men may be drawn to beauty, but it is confidence, independence, and grace in behavior that keep them infatuated for the long haul. So, don't just focus on looking beautiful to attract someone. Strive to become the best version of yourself. When you love and appreciate yourself, you won't just earn admiration, but you will also create an irresistible charm. A heartfelt story. Sister Bitch shared her thoughts. I want to confess my love to the guy the first have secretly admired. But is it worth the risk? I am a woman born in the mid-90s. And for many years, I have had a one-sided love for a man. He was my university batchmate. But we were in different departments. If I had to describe him in 2 words, perfect man. Tall, handsome, intelligent, and popular across the campus. His social media is always filled with snapshots of his busy yet fascinating life, gathering thousands of likes and comments. And me? Just an ordinary office worker. Nothing special. I have never dated anyone because, during my student years, I was too focused on studying. After graduation, I devoted myself entirely to work. But one thing I am certain of, I like him, a lot. For years, I have only followed his life through a screen. Whenever we accidentally passed by each other, I lacked the courage to start a conversation. I noticed that he still interacts with his ex-girlfriend, a beautiful, tall girl from his hometown. That only made me feel more insecure. How could I ever compare to her? I have tried to forget him. I attempted to talk to other men. But in the end, I unconsciously compared them to him. I knew it wasn't fair. So I chose to distance myself from all of them. I am no longer the same girl I was years ago. I have worked hard to improve myself, exercising regularly, leading a healthier lifestyle, enhancing my appearance, and refining my personality. Yet, no matter what, his image has never faded from my mind. Should I confess my love? If he meet, it sounds foolish, but my heart keeps telling me, I just can't let go. I dream of having a small family. But if it's not with him, I would rather stay single. I don't know if my decision is right or wrong. I just hope that those who have bravely confessed their feelings to their crush can give me a little motivation and advice. Things to consider before confessing. 1. Are you truly in love with him? Or just the image of him? He is handsome, successful, and popular on social media. But have you really gotten to know his true self? Or are you just in love with an idealized version of him in your mind? If you haven't interacted much, how can you be sure you are truly compatible? 2. Confessing is an act of courage, but don't expect a perfect outcome. You fear rejection, but confessing doesn't mean forcing him to reciprocate your feelings. It's simply a way for you to express your emotions so that you won't regret it later. However, be prepared for the possibility that things may not go the way you hope. 3. Your confidence matters the most. You describe yourself as ordinary, not attractive enough, lacking dating experience. But have you ever wondered, if you already believe you're not worthy, how can you expect to attract him? Men are drawn not just by beauty, but also by a woman's aura and confidence. What should you do? Instead of just appearing at places he frequently visits, try creating a natural yet more proactive opportunity to meet him, perhaps through an event, a seminar, or a class reunion. Before confessing, establish some form of connection. If you suddenly declare your feelings out of nowhere, he might feel more surprised than touched. If you still decide to confess, do it casually, sincerely, and without desperation. Let him see that you like him, but that you are also strong enough to move forward regardless of his response. One-sided love can be both beautiful and painful. If you end up getting hurt, the most important thing is to understand your emotions. Truly get to know the person you like, and be ready to accept any outcome. Be brave, but don't let love be the only thing that defines your worth. You deserve real love, with someone who sees and appreciates your true value. Not just a long-standing, unspoken dream. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you in the next video.